We're back with another episode of Reflect, looking at the book of Revelation. This episode will be exploring the work of and judgment of Satan after the 1,000 years we looked at last episode. And it's just going to be a quick episode as we're only looking at a few verses as we look at Revelation 20 verses 7 to 10. So let's start by reading those. When the 1,000 years are over, Satan will be released from his prison and will go out to deceive the nations in the four corners of the earth, Gog and Magog, and to gather them for battle. In number they are like the sand on the seashore. They marched across the breadth of the earth and surrounded the camp of God's people, the city he loves. But fire came down from heaven and devoured them, and the devil who deceived them was thrown into the lake of burning sulfur, where the beast and the false prophet had been thrown, and they will be tormented day and night forever and ever. So again in this passage we see Satan at work. And once again, nations are being deceived all over the world, and people are being gathered for battle. Yet again, this is a reoccurring image we've seen of people gathering for battle. We've seen this sense of gathering for battle again and again and again. And this may all refer to the same battle or another one, but it's the same result. Satan posturing for battle. Here he surrounds the camp of God's people as we see in verse 9, and the outcome is the same. There's no battle. Just the defeat of Satan. And I think we see in these images of this gathering for battle our sense of we can do anything. We can conquer God ourselves with battle. We saw this with the Tower of Babel. We can build a tower so big we can reach the heaven and be like God ourselves. This is a struggle that humanity's had, and it's climaxing here in the end times with, again, us thinking we'll gather together and we can overcome because we're human and we've got this, but we can't. And Satan deceives us into believing that we can win a battle that isn't even going to be a battle. There is no contest. Do you see the theme in this? And we love the big battles in our movies and media. We love the big conquests. And so we talk about this when we talk about the end times, but it's really missing the point if we think it's going to be a big battle. And that's the images we want to communicate, because that's never the image. Because when you have a battle, there's a possibility of loss. And there's no possibility of a loss here because Christ defeated sin and death on the cross and in his resurrection. This is the finalizing of all that began on the cross. And in this, we see Satan defeated. We see fire coming down and devouring, we're told. Devouring the army that's gathered. And the devil is thrown into a lake of burning sulfur, where the beast and the false prophet had been thrown. Satan is defeated. But even more than that, we don't focus on the fact that Satan is defeated. Our focus is that Christ is victorious, and our hope is in Jesus Christ. And he can defeat all, and does defeat all, because he is the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords. So I hope this brings you encouragement in your faith as you reflect on the work of Jesus in defeating evil. And as we look at a world that's filled with evil around us and brokenness, to know that Christ is working and one day will bring to finality the defeat of all evil. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you next time.